Everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrappers. So today I am back with a one-page layout using a couple of different Cocoa Vanilla Studio collections. I am going to be documenting these two photos here of my boys. We had just gotten ice cream and they went and sat kind of on a curb, and I thought it was so cute that they were sitting there together eating their ice cream. And then in one of the photos you can see my oldest kind of talking and pointing, and just thought it was so cute. So I am double matting these ones with white and then this beautiful orange paper. I love a good kind of like burnt orange paper. I'm going to be using this kind of mixed media background that is from one of the more masculine Cocoa Vanilla collections. I think I'm using Legendary, and then maybe No Limits is the other one. I'm kind of just combining the two. Initially, I had a whole different idea for this layout, but I decided to switch it up and kind of go with a grid theme. So my photos were 4x4, so after they're matted, they're just a little bit larger than 4x4. But I cut the two different papers 5x5, and I'm kind of going to layer my photos then over top of those. I love that Cocoa Vanilla has more masculine collections, and one of the title ephemeras had the phrase brothers, and that was absolutely perfect for these photos. So I decided that because there are like spaces in between the letters, I wanted like a solid background. So I did actually just cut a piece of the orange paper, dovetailed both ends, and that kind of worked well. So my title wasn't really see-through, if that makes sense. So once I dovetail that, I will put the brothers right on it, and then that's going to go in the middle there. I kind of wondered, once I had this set up and kind of the base page figured out, I wasn't really sure how I wanted to embellish. It wasn't something that really came easy. So I went in and saw what I had. I knew I wanted to use some of the phrases that said like to the moon and back and that sort of a thing. So I kind of went with that outer space theme. One of the ephemera packs, looks like the No Limits one, had lightning bolts. Thought about that, decided not to use the lightning bolts, but instead I did use the rocket ships. So I am going to add an embellishment on the top right of the layout and then the bottom left of the layout. Just something different than what I normally would. The pattern papers are just so large. It just had such a large space to embellish, and with having the title right in the middle, I just didn't want to bring too much attention to the middle, I guess. I wanted to kind of expand the layout, and did so by adding my embellishment clusters to the corners. I felt like it just kind of spread out the layout a little bit more. So once I get that all done, I am pretty much going to use the two big pieces that you see that I had already picked out in each of the clusters. So the to the moon and back, and then a rocket ship. And then I found a circular, like a compass, and decided to use that on the bottom cluster with a rocket ship. I did want to add some dimension to this layout, and so I did pop the title up on some foam tape, and I believe I will pop a few of the embellishments up on foam tape as well. I think having the papers kind of at like an angle, not completely straight, threw me off a little bit with lining up my title. I brought in my T-square to make sure that it was straight, but even so, it still looked crooked to me. Looking at it straight on like this, it doesn't look crooked, I guess. But while I was doing it, it just seemed crooked to me still. So I did, I think, pop up the to the moon and back. That is chipboard. I did pop that up on foam tape because I wanted to be able to slide some embellishments underneath of it. So once I did that, I've got, the main clusters done. I just had to figure out how to continue to embellish. On the chipboard sticker sheet, there were a couple of circular embellishments, kind of looked like planets. So I did sneak a small orange one underneath the "To the Moon and Back" at the top, and then added a larger green one to the bottom left cluster. I do have some clear stickers from the Legendary collection, and so I did end up adding some stars throughout the clusters as well to fill in some of those spaces. Even adding all of those, I guess, pieces in the embellishment clusters, I still felt like there was too much open space on the pattern papers. So what I did is I ended up going through both of like the 6x12 sticker sheets and finding a bunch of phrase stickers that kind of had the outer space theme. And so I added, or I'm going to add, 3 underneath the title and then 3 going up above the title as well. And I'm just going to kind of stagger those. I made sure to pick different lengths and then still even staggered those as well. Once I do that, I am going to go back to the clear sticker sheet and add some more of those clear stickers. Clear stickers are one thing that I do struggle to use. I feel like it almost has to be on the white background. However, these, because they were solid, did actually show up on the pattern papers just fine. I had picked out a bunch of Scrap and Happy Studio flares before I started the layout and was really hoping to use some of them. However, I just could not find a good spot for them. I didn't think I needed any more embellishment clusters. I guess instead of like those planet chipboard pieces, I could have snuck in a couple of flares in place of those. But at this point it was kind of too late. And so I did just go through the clear stickers and add those to the phrase stickers and throughout the rest of the clusters, kind of using up what I could. I will say these were kind of tough to try to get off the sticker sheet. A lot of them actually kind of ripped off a little bit. One of them I couldn't even get off the sticker sheet. So definitely a challenge to use these clear stickers, but I was, bound and determined to try to use some of them up. And I actually forgot that I even had the enamel shapes, which kind of have some planet looking stickers and stars that I could have easily used, but again, forgot I even had those. So again, here I am trying to figure out how to get a flare in there from Scrap and Happy Studio, but once again, decide that it's just not going to work out. So after trying a few more embellishments, I decide that I did not like at the addition of any of them. So that is actually going to finish off this layout. I will link the collections down below if I can find them. I know a Cherry on Top has some of them, but these are kind of older. So I will look and link them down below if they are available. But I hope you guys enjoyed this layout and we will see you next time. Bye guys.